my stinky little friends, and welcome back to another video. We have been in our new house now for about 2.5 months, and I finally this week feel like life is starting to slow down a little bit for us. Before we moved into our house in the beginning of April, we were living a very nomadic lifestyle. We were living in Colorado, in Nebraska, and then also in Pennsylvania, and it was very busy, very uncertain. And then since we moved into our new house, it feels like everything has been very non-stop and hectic. We had the basement flood, we had a leaky roof, along with all the regular stuff that comes along with moving into a new place, like new furniture, unpacking and organizing, just everything like that. So it's been a very hectic, almost a year now, but I finally this week feel like I can take a breath and slow down. Nothing needs to be done at this moment in time, which is really nice. Fingers crossed I'm not jinxing it by saying that. If you guys watched my last vlog, you will have seen the giant hole that is currently in our ceiling because of the leaky roof. So the roofers did come by and try to patch up the leak. It didn't work. We had some more heavy rain and the leak came back again. It was almost worse than it was the first time. And so yesterday the roofers came by, and instead of patching it, they opted to completely replace that part of the roof. We're really hoping that that works. We'll need some heavy rain to come by to check out and see if it works or not. I really just wanted to give you an update in case you were curious about what our roof situation currently is. But anyway, so we have some family coming into town this weekend. And so my plan for today is to deep clean the house. Deep clean the house. Every crevice, every nook and cranny, just in case when they walk through that door, they bring magnifying glasses and then they just like sprint straight to the baseboards to see what's going on, see if they're dusty. Or if they like check under the TV stand, if there's hair there. There is. So we're gonna fix that, deep clean the house, and pretend that's how we live. Pretend that we live in a model home with no dust. Now, how do we have 5 animals and no dust and no hair anywhere? I don't know, it's magic. On my deep clean list is laundry, dust, clean the bathrooms, chom the sofas and the chairs, vacuum, mop, water my plants because they're looking kind of thirsty, and fold laundry. I'm going to finish my cup of tea and then get started on cleaning. Okay, I got my cleaning checklist done. Everything other than mopping. Mopping was last on my list, and by the time I got to it, I lost the will to mop. I also don't really need to mop. I mopped last week. And it's raining outside, so there really isn't much point in mopping today anyway, because the dogs are just gonna get it all muddy regardless. I feel really, really good now that the house is deep cleaned, but I'm also exhausted. It took me around 5 hours to clean the entire house. I'm so tired. I'm so tired and my back hurts, but it's done. Everything smells good. I think for the rest of the day, I'm just gonna relax. Ryan's about to cook dinner, which I'm very thankful for because I worked up an appetite. And then I think after that, I will probably just play Stardew Valley tonight. I've been loving Stardew Valley again. I'm back in my Stardew era. I think whenever the world feels like it's on fire, that's when I start playing Stardew again. And so I've been playing a lot of Stardew. Hey Stinkies, good morning. So Ryan has the day off today and I'm so excited because we are going to use the day to get some brunch and go and do a little bit of book shopping. So I'm going to get ready, get dressed, and then go and get some brunch. Okay, I'm ready and I wanted to show you guys the fit real quick. I've had this dress for such a long time, but I've only worn it once because I just haven't felt the confidence to wear it. It's more form-fitting than anything I usually wear, but I'm feeling good today. I'm ready to go, ready to buy a bunch of books that I don't need. I'm ready to buy some books that maybe I do need. We are back from brunch and the bookstore, and overall it was a big success. So the brunch place that we went to, we actually decided to go there because we had a gift card from our realtor, and so I wasn't completely sure what to expect. I was really surprised by how good the food was. Usually places like that, the drinks and the coffee is really good and then the food is kind of like bland or lacking. I got this peanut butter banana toast and it was so good. The bread was insanely good. I think it was sourdough, and yeah, just delicious. We'll definitely be going back there. And then we went to the bookstore and then we went to the bookstore And then we went to the bookstore, which is always my favorite part. And I picked up 2 new books. The first one is Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. I talked about this a couple vlogs ago, I think, because I was trying to decide whether to read this one or Great Big Beautiful Life, and I went with Great Big Beautiful Life. And so I'm super excited to read this one as well. This is a summer romance age gap romance book that follows two characters from another Ali Hazelwood book, Not in Love. From what I've seen about it, it's not like a super cutesy, lighthearted book. The topics discussed in it might be a little bit weighty, but I'm very excited to read this. And then the other book that I picked up is Murder at Gull's Nest by Jess Kidd. This one I have heard absolutely nothing about. It just really called my name when I saw it. The art style really caught my eye, and I've also been really craving reading a cozy mystery, which this is. The blurb says it's the first in a sparkling new 1950s seaside mystery series featuring sharp-eyed former nun Nora Breen. And overall it just seems perfect for summer. I'm very excited to read this. Last but not least, we found these really cute poppies at Sam's Club. They're punch pop flavor, which I'm guessing is like a fruit punch. And it has the cutest little summer design on it. Delicious. Very summery. I think my plan for the rest of the day is, because I still have some energy, I'm still feeling good, I think I'm gonna bake some cookies. Yeah. Yeah! I'm gonna bake some cookies. What cookies? You already know what kind of cookies. The same cookies that I bake every single time. Pumpkin, chocolate, chip, cookie. So I'm gonna put some comfy clothes on, I'm gonna get out of this dress, into some sweatpants, and bake some cookies. Okay guys, I'm gonna end this video here, but thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Bye!